I was watching a fellow YouTuber video, and they were talking about this 90-year-old chef out of Fort Lauderdale named Arnold Abot. I believe I'm pronouncing that name right. And he could be facing up to 2 months in prison plus charges simply for feeding the homeless. Now, the minute I heard about this story, it hit home for me, and I'm not gonna lie, it did piss me off because there was a time in my life, in my teenage years and part of my adulthood, where I was homeless. I'm not talking about being homeless for a couple of days, until you get that paycheck so you can have a roof over your head or pay your rent or do what you got to do. I'm talking about homeless for weeks, months, sometimes years. So I truly know the definition of not having the necessary things that you need and the true definition of being homeless. And when I see people like this, that out of the kindness of their heart, go out and try to help those who are within need, those who don't have the necessary things that a lot of us take for granted day in and day out. I tip my hat off to people like this. But it also makes me mad when these people are ridiculed or they're trying to prosecute these people for simply doing something nice. Now, the only reason they made a law in Fort Lauderdale where they don't want people to feed the homeless, etc., etc., is because what this does, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but a lot of people in society look down on homeless people. They think, all homeless people are, they're all lazy, or they're this, or they don't want to work, or etc., etc. And a lot of people who never really experienced triumph throughout their life, they don't truly understand. There's things that happen in life that cause you to be hit basically to the ground. There are certain things that happen in life, trials and tribulations, that shake your whole life up to where, hey, you could possibly be homeless. And a lot of people sitting around, driving a nice car. They feel like because they got their home or whatever like that, everything is all fine and dandy. And when you really think about it, we all damn near 1 to 2 steps away from being homeless, especially in this economy. But I find it to be a hypocrisy when, we got people like this, 90-year-old man, that's coming out here trying to help people that are in need. And they want to prosecute this man and lock him up. And, I was reading an article and they said, actually he said that, this is something that he has always done. He's always rooted for the underdog. And that's how I am, because, like I said, I know what it's like to be in those type of situations. I always said that if I was able to get enough investors, raise the money, whatever, I always want to open up transitional housing for homeless families, or homeless mothers or fathers, or parents that have children, so that they're able to get up on their feet. Because I know what it's like to have children that are young, all the certain, stipulations that people have, within the homeless system and everything. I know what it's like. So I always want to create something where people are able to have a roof over their head, affordable housing, so where they're able to get up on their feet and do the productive things that they need to do out in life. But, this type of stuff here, this is the type of stuff that we got to come out and we got to fight for, because, they let rapists go, they let murderers go. You got child predators. It's a predator right now on the internet somewhere in this world looking for a little girl or a little boy to molest. But these people get let go day in and day out. But yet you want to lock up this man for doing something that's kind out of his heart. And like I said, this man is 90 years old. You got people who, have the energy, even have the skills to, all the resources to go out here and actually help those who are within need, but they won't. Why? Because people don't care. We live in a society nowadays where, everybody's about me, me, me. And, I look at a lot of these kids now, complain about complete bullshit. I can't go out on Friday night. My mom won't let me use the card. Mom and Dad, I hate you. You won't buy the new iPhone for me. And I laugh at these kids because it's like, when I was your age, I didn't give a damn about none of that. All I wanted was, my own room. Simple things like that, a roof over my head, things that a lot of people take for granted. And it's something that my grandfather would always tell me. You don't know how long your days and nights are until you don't have a place to stay. So I just think it's important that we do give back. And I know we have people out there that try to milk the system, go buy alcohol or do negative things with the money they get from people, but that's not everybody. You have people out here who are actually having a hard time. The government has gave up on them. Nobody gives a damn about them. They don't have any family. We got a job crisis out here that actually needs some genuine help. And it won't hurt you to reach into your pocket, and pull out $1 or pull out a $5, that you was gonna spend on, some bull. But that's all I just wanted to say. First of all, I want to send my respect out to this man for doing this for his community, because a lot of people don't like to do things like this. But we really got to get our justice system together, because if it's not, a young black man getting, a black woman too, getting gunned down for the hell of it, for not doing anything, you got things like this going on. But I'm out. I will leave a link in the description box for you guys to check it out. Let's be kind to each other. Let's be wise, but let's be kind to each other. Help somebody out. Don't just do it around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Help people out throughout the year. If you have the means to better somebody's life or give them an opportunity, hey, help them out. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out. Much respect to this brother.